Hi there, beautiful you. Why do we get triggered? What is it in us that creates this resistance to where we go, I get so upset when somebody says this? Let's explore it a little bit. So, we get triggered by a lot of different things. We get triggered by comments. People say something to us that we don't like. We get triggered by events when things happen, that things don't go as planned, according to our plans. We get very upset. We get triggered by other people's behavior, like he didn't do that according to what I wanted, so now I'm upset. So what is the trigger actually telling you? So the trigger is something that you react to that feels like it's external from you. But really what it's doing is it's pushing on some sensitive nerve inside of you that's saying, hey, I don't like that. This is not what I like. And deeper than you, there's some kind of wounding in there that is getting you upset. Let's say, for example, you get upset when people are late. Yeah. So there might be something where people really forced it into you when you were a child, that you have to be on time. If you're not on time, all these things happen, yada, 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 right? So you have this wounding about, somebody kind of hurt you a little bit in order for you to understand that you need to be on time. And so therefore now you're triggered by other people that are not on time. You might also be triggered by people actually being similar to you. And I'll take a perfect example. So I used to play this team sport and they started a new girl and I was like, I don't like her. And then after a few weeks went by and somebody said, well, she's actually very much like you, so I thought you would like her. And that kind of hit me. I was like, wow, really? Like, you feel like she's similar to me? Yeah, she has the same humor, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized, okay, so what I'm judging in her is actually something that I'm judging in me. And that's the next point I'll get to. What happens is when we get triggered by these events, we're actually judging something in the other person, judging their comment, judging how they say it, because that's actually what we don't like about ourselves. And this is the truth that I know a lot of us don't want to hear, because we're like, no, I have nothing to do with the fact that, she acts that way. He says this event happened to me. Maybe, but at the same time, maybe you do. Maybe there is something deep within you that's saying, I don't like when people are being dishonest. But maybe you have a certain level of dishonesty within you, or a level of not being completely transparent. And I'm inviting you to take a look at this, not to say it's absolutely not me, it's all them, or it's absolutely the event, it's not me. Whatever is happening to you in your life is kind of triggering you into a reaction. And the reason it's triggering you into a reaction is because it also wants you to think about it. It also wants you to focus on it, to say, why am I upset about this? Right? So I heard somebody say, and I think this is really profound, as long as we judge something instead of accepting it, we'll keep on experiencing the same thing until we accept it. So the triggering, the judging, which is underneath the triggering, is really what's causing you to move into a certain direction, get in a certain state, upset, sad, angry, you name it. Right? We're usually not triggered into being happy. That's called something else, right? So think about this for a second. Just dive into it and pick one thing in your life. Pick, let's say your annoying neighbor, and you say, okay, she said that and she's done this in the past and so on and so forth. What is it in that behavior that I'm triggered by, and why? Just sit with it more deeply than saying, oh, it's because she said that. No, what is happening inside of you when she says that? What is, getting lit up inside of you when that happened? And can you see that there might be something, might be a wound, might be something that you need to look at, might be something you need to heal a little bit, in order for you to, next time when she says something, you're like, okay, that's coming from you. It's not a projection on me. That's not what I'm feeling inside anymore. I'm not getting tickled there anymore. Okay? Lots of love. Namaste. Good luck.